This is Jazzy with ModernHippieMag.com, your online source for hip, healthy, conscious green living. Today we're visiting with Monica Kennedy of Elite Solar in Sarasota, Florida. We're going to be learning a lot about solar energy and how it's beneficial for our businesses as well as our residential homes. So let's get started today. Even though it seems very natural that businesses going forward would want to invest more in solar energy, and it seems like it's a very kind of easy thing to do once you know how to do it. So why aren't more businesses jumping on the bandwagon and investing in solar energy?
In the state of Florida, our economy has been such that people are keeping their cash, pretty dry, keeping their powder dry, and so making plant purchases beyond an 18-month payback is tough for people right now because they have to answer to their bosses about cost cutting. Yet here we're saying this is a great opportunity to spend a bunch of money now, but you're going to save a bunch of money in the future. Well, there's many businesses that don't know they're going to be around, all right, much for 20 years, let alone 18 months. And so that's been part of the pressure. It's a really tough atmosphere for the finance situation. It's a tough environment for business people to be making those expenditures, but there still are some who are doing it. They get the huge marketing benefit. They get to say, look at us. We're part of the solution.
Right.
And people gravitate towards that. People are willing to go and spend their money with businesses that are green. And that is proving to be true in spades.
Wow. Now, when you were first starting to understand and learn about these things, what were some obstacles that you think you can? I mean, we live in the Sunshine State, for crying out loud, so you would think it would be extremely easy or be readily available. Did you find that was the case with other companies, or was this something that hadn't been really touched on yet?
Yes, we are the Sunshine State, and we should be the leader in solar development in the country. And you would think with all of the oil spill and the national security problems that we have, that we would be really pushing for this in Florida. However, I did find obstacles, and it's been unbelievable, Jazzy.
Wow.
The state of Florida, has a lot of hurdles to cross before we see solar on every roof. We have the, utility lobbyists and the drug lobbyists and the insurance lobbyists. These folks are still strong with their contributions and their power that they wield. And so getting beyond that has been, pretty tough. They just have a great amount of influence on our legislators. And they also have locked up in the laws that govern how I do business, selling solar commercially, so I could put a lot of panels up. They've pretty much said, no. You cannot negotiate a purchase power agreement. You cannot sell at the same cost that you buy electricity at for excess production. You can for your own use, but once you get to putting a lot of solar panels up, say for a big commercial application or for a field where a bunch of community people want to invest in a portion of this solar array out in a field, you can't do that right now in the state of Florida because of the rules that the PSC, which is the Public Service Commission, have not been able to get going for the smaller solar producers. So right now it's mainly the big solar arrays out in the fields are what the investor-owned utilities are pushing for. And development would go crazy. You would see solar being installed everywhere in the state of Florida. You'd see jobs, you'd see our energy mix being green and good. And there's plenty of people who want to invest, that have the money, but they're impeded right now by laws of governance.
Now, obviously, we would love to think that tomorrow it's all going to happen, which obviously that's not realistic. But what do you see as, say, a time frame for seeing a solar panel on every roof in the state of Florida?
Unfortunately, like you said, things don't happen overnight. I'll focus on the positives, which is the PACE bill right now, which is on Governor Christ's desk, and that would allow for a small rebate, a $2 per kilowatt rebate for homeowners to install solar, as well as being able to borrow the money from your local government and put it into your property tax assessment so that you don't have to pay for it all today. You'll just pay every month over 20 years. these are some of the initiatives that are out there. But as far as a widespread state program or policy, you're looking at a good 5 years before the current mix of individuals in power are set to expire and bring new views. If you can't do it from the top down, you do it from the ground up. And that's what your magazine is all about, this grassroots. It's about having your city elected officials listening to the people. And if the people want renewable energy and they want economic development, they want stimulus money, they want this new technology, then they have to start from their local governments. And right now, the city of Sarasota has a Florida Power and Light franchise agreement that's a 30-year thing that is up for renewal. And in that, there's not a lot of independent small-scale solar. And so those are the opportunities where we need people to just get informed. So we have a Facebook page called Sarasota Power, where people can find out the issues. How does it affect them? Is my rates going to go up? What do I really want?
Right.
What are the issues? So we're about getting people informed, and it's very important to me.